and welcome to another exciting episode of Roche Wine's Wine Education.
Bonjour everybody, welcome to the second episode of Roche Wine Education series. We are at Domaine Roche, which is the vineyard that's at the winery in Penticton. Then we're back in the vineyard in the Schomburger today, and I just wanted to come back a little bit on the vine anatomy. Then we'll talk a little bit about that, and after I will show you how vine flower look like. Here in Domaine Roche, it's a full floraison in
What
French.
a pretty word.
Yes, and I will try to say it well in English, but it's full flowering. Then floraison, it's easier for me. Then let's go to the vine and I will show you something. Okay, then I don't know if you remember, but last week we talked a little bit about anatomy. Then these vines are unrooted. That means they don't have any rootstock. I will come back to that. I think that's another episode. But then there is no interruption between the roots and the fruit section. Then the trunk is here. We have the head or the crown or the heart, depending where you go and who you talk to. There is different variation for that. And here we are mostly in cane pruning. That means you have two canes then one on each side, which are also called the arms. Then here you can see here, then you have then one cane here who's going from here to the end here. You can see the end here, and on the other side same thing. And then this is the wood that was like at this little guy space next year. Then this wood come from 2018. This shoot here, then we call cane something that is brown like that or lignified, and we call shoot something that is green like that. Then this come from 2019, this come from 2018. Then every single shoot have some little bunch of grapes on them. Then I will just do that again. The trunk, the head, which is the center, the arms, and on each arms you have some shoots who actually carry the bunch of grapes.
And you can see them a little close up here.
Exactly.
Except for the leaf got in the way.
Yeah.
See them.
This is a tendril. Then it's important to know that then vines is a creeper. Then if they are not like standing up like that, they will crawl on the ground until they find something to just go up and actually make some fruit. But this is thanks to the tendril that they can just attach them to anything. And we have the leaves, obviously, everywhere, which are the sugar factory. We will come back to that as well. The more leaf you have, the more sugar factory you have. But again, you don't want too much to let the air flow go into the vine. And then now I will show you some flower, and it's actually very interesting because we will do a before and after here. Then I don't know if you know, but vine's flower smells amazingly good. If you have the occasion to go in the vineyard and stick your nose to a vine flower, it's absolutely the most delicate perfume you can smell.
I can concur on that.
It's just amazing, and every varietal smells a little bit different, but Schomburger definitely smells very good. Then we will post some picture on your screen for you to really have a closer look on what a flower look like.
Yep.
Now what I have in my hand is this is the before flowering, then we call that an inflorescence. en français. And it's funny because on this one there is a small tendril.
Yeah,
It's not
see it.
always the case. Then every single flower have a cap on it. Then you will see that on the drawing wall post. But then they're all really well protected. But as soon as the cap is popping up, you have that here. Then that's a full flower here. Then it really shows well. Then they usually like, and this is like a full, almost full floraison, like bunch of grape.
Yeah, you can see the difference between the two of them.
Then
Really
before,
cool.
after, and maybe if we are lucky, we'll find an after floraison. It's a little bit early, but basically what's happening is every flower will give a berry. Okay, here you can see, if you just go a little bit closer, then this one here is a little bit bigger because I mean it was just pollinate a little bit before all the others.
And
Then
these are self-pollinating, correct?
exactly.
Yeah.
Then all the anthers just have a little bit of pollen on them, and this pollen will go directly to the ovary and there will be a pollinization, and then every single flower will make a berry on it.
That's cool.
You see that there is a flower cap just going
Just
out,
about to go up.
and I will take it in my hand and show it to you, like, and you can see.
Yeah.
Oops.
It
Got
blew
it.
away.
Yeah. Then that's why you don't want any rain, or you don't want anything that can cause the flowering to not go well.
Mm-hmm.
Then now it's perfect because as you can see it's like full sun, and heat is good because it's usually dry. Then there is no humidity and there is no rain. There is a little bit of wind, which is amazing because it will help the pollen to go in the ovary.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the perfect floraison weather. I think it's all for today. Then hopefully every single flower will be pollinated and we'll have a lot of berries to make a beautiful home with the Schomburger.
Lovely.
We'll see you next week. Merci beaucoup. À bientôt.